high levels of poverty,
unemployment,
stigma and discrimination,
gender-based violence,
sexual harassment,
early marriages and pregnancies,
drug abuse,
leadership and governance.
These are some of the pressing issues affecting our communities.
Raise your voice and speak up because you are the solution.
And by working together, we can create locally driven solutions that can transform our society and the world. Be a voice of change today.
Impact Show, the voice of change.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the Impact Show, the voice of change. And today we are having a special visitor, a special guest on our show today, a man that has been doing a lot of humanitarian work out there. He's known for that. So let me leave him to introduce himself. Yeah, you can introduce yourself, sir.
First of all, I'm glad to be here.
Okay.
I've been hearing about this media company for some time, so being here is okay for me. Yeah. So my name is Remmy Kangwa.
Okay.
I'm professional. I'm a teacher.
Interesting.
Yeah, sure thing. I graduated in 2019 as a secondary school teacher, but I'm also a humanitarian.
Yeah.
As a philanthropist, rather.
Yeah.
And also a founder of Remmy Kangwa Foundation now that I have it, by the way. I know it's new, you didn't know about it.
I didn't know about it.
Because all along I've been doing this work as an individual, but I decided to have a foundation open so that since now it's expanding, some people can also come in and, be part of it.
Okay.
Push it forward just in case I die tomorrow, people still continue doing some stuff that we have been able to do. Yeah. So basically that's about me and my name and my profession.
Real profession.
Anything else about my family? Maybe my parents are in Impika.
Okay.
My siblings are there also.
Okay.
So I actually, I'm alone in Lusaka, if I'm to put it that way.
Okay.
From my family. I mean, but I have other people
out there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's it for now.
Okay, Mr. Remmy. To begin with, I didn't know that you're a teacher, so I'm hearing that for the first time.
I think I do understand.
Okay.
One thing I've learned is that when someone is known for something,
yes,
people think this person, maybe this is what they do for a living. Like not too long ago, I saw someone posted on Facebook that this guy depends on charity, but I mean, I work. I'm currently working with 3 companies as a marketing manager. I'm also a brand ambassador for Shamaru Estates, and I'm also like a brand influencer for companies like 22bet and some other companies. So, when you have all these things happening, but anyway, it is what it is. But I'm glad that you know now.
All right, interesting. Very, very interesting. It's nice to at least know you at this level now. Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Remmy, can you just take us through some of the works that you've been doing in terms of humanitarian work? As you know, at this show we promote a lot of social impact, and we celebrate people who are doing a lot of impact there in the society. Can you take us through what really inspired you and what are you really doing?
So, talking of what inspires me, I think I do inspire myself.
Okay.
What do I mean? I've lived a life of challenges.
Okay.
But I want to make it clear. When I say I've lived a life of challenges, I do not mean my parents are unable to provide for me.
Yeah.
No, they are able to, but they don't have enough.
Yeah.
I hope you understand.
Yeah, I get you.
I found myself in a situation where, I was going through challenges, struggles, to be the person I am today, and also where I'm coming from, because I'm coming from a place where there were no schools, no hospitals, no nothing.
Is that Pika?
That's in Impika, yes. Okay. In Impika, there's a place called Mulenga Sunkutu. It's like a village.
Mulenga Sunkutu.
Mulenga Sunkutu.
Oh, Sunkutu.
Yes.
Okay, all
So,
right.
in that place, there are no schools, there are no hospitals. So the time that I started, I was in a community school. So we didn't even have maybe a room where to learn from and everything. No.
Yeah.
But what we had was a tree. We used to learn under that tree.
Under the tree.
We were like 400, and I'm the only person.
You say like 400 under a tree.
400 under a tree, yes. Because everyone in the village was going to that school. But I mean, you have to exchange so right on the floor. Musandi, Mwalemba. Yes.
Yeah.
So, we're a lot in that community school. Surprisingly, I'm the only person that finishes school from that community school.
From that community school.
But then someone told me recently that the other two guys also finished.
Okay.
Like between the year 2000 and 2005. Everyone was in that school, that period. None finished school. I don't know if the school is still there even now. So, I saw challenges there. And, going to secondary school, it was the same thing where, challenges of school fees were. Went on to college, it was the same thing. After graduating, I said, let me go to Lusaka and look for life. It came here, it was challenges, even at one point, being in a place where you don't even have where to go. From town, it's time to go home, everyone is going home and you don't know where to go. So you have to pretend like you stay somewhere, So such kind of a thing. So, my experience from the time that I was born, growing up, all these things, and also that I'm coming from, a Christian home where even if you do not have, we are taught to give. You get, because we believe that Christ is about giving. You know what I mean? Even if we didn't have much, Dad is someone that likes giving. So I think I learned that from him, and then combined with the experiences, I said, okay, maybe for me, to pay back for whatever that God has done for me, to be just here, man. For me, it's about just being alive. It's important to me. Just having where to stay. I leave town, I go home. I even have where to sleep. No, that never used to happen to me. So I feel blessed, and I just want to give back, or, part of what God has given me.
You.
And also considering the fact that I do not have much.
Okay.
So I give myself, because I don't have money. If I don't have money to give you, then I have to find a way of helping you. You know what I mean? It's about using what I have. And the only thing I have is a name.
Okay.
You get? People know Remmy Kangwa, so I can use my name to help people through that name, since I do not have finances to give them. So that's what I've been doing.
Wow.
And my journey has inspired me.
Wow. So there you have it. That story is very interesting. You growing up 400 people under a tree, and you being amongst all those people, just making it, others they've dropped out of school, which is a sad story. And I think that's very inspirational, especially to people who are out there in the villages, because I know now there's social media in the villages. You've heard that you can make it even if you're coming from the villages, you can still make it. Yeah, so briefly tell us about some of the projects that you've been running.
Okay, so speaking of projects, by God's grace, I've been able to work on, of course, with the help of other people. I don't want to look at myself as someone that does these things alone, because every person has been so helpful. Even people that follow me on my platform, you see that most of the times they just do fundraising on my page. So we have together seen projects like schools, where we are working on schools with other people, also houses, then people in hospitals, and also people in schools. Supporting people in school, and I'm hoping that we'll do more. But I want to mention this specific one because I feel like this was a turning point. This is a project that helped, me get the trust from people. Sometime in 2020, December, somewhere there. I think that was 2020 December, if I'm not mistaken. I was working on the issue of Chamamusonde cancer patient, and the former president, Edgar Lungu, got involved in helping that person. And I think that story was everywhere. I'm sure
Yeah,
many people know about
the
Chama
story,
Musonda
yeah.
from Kabwe. So that is one of the things that gave people confidence in me, because if the head of state can come and be part of something that you started working on, it shows that it shows people are seeing what you're doing.
Yeah.
It also helps people have confidence in you and also trust.
Yeah.
So we also there's also a school in Kapuri that we are building together with some organization from there. Then we have also people in preschool, primary school also, as well as university, even the Onion boy, I'm sure you know him, some famous, he had a famous story on social media.
Yeah.
When he stole I don't know if he stole, he
Yeah.
got onion from a certain
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
Talking of people in schools, those who are doing like certificate courses, diploma courses and degrees, they're quite a lot.
Okay.
For certificates, they're like over 300. Many I can't count, because from the time that I started, the people that are working now, and that to me, first of all, when people look at charity, right, they look at something that can't give you money. But honestly speaking, from the time that I started doing this, and the people that have been able to assist in terms of getting knowledge of something, these people are working. They're supporting their families, and to me that's what makes me happy, because I can't give them money, but through my influence I can take them to school. When they finish, they'll go and start working, start supporting their families, and that is happening. And then there are quite a number of projects that we're doing with other people. There are just quite a lot that
projects. Yeah, so this man is doing a lot of projects. So if he's gonna tell us about all the projects, we might sit here the whole day. Okay. All right, but you're doing a great job, and thank you so much. Yes, as PP Media Impact, that's why we brought you. Actually, we wanted you here because we spotted your work that you're doing, and we are inspired, and we are telling you that keep doing the work that you're doing.
And
yes,
I just pray that PP Media will start soon. We'll start covering my activities and doing documentaries of everything that we have done. I think it's something that we can do. And that can maybe inspire one or two people. There are quite a number of projects we can. We can tell the stories out there so that people can see. There are people like in Southern Province.
In Southern Province.
Who are disabled,
those
people that are now doing business. So all those things,
all
maybe we can put them in.
Yes, sure, we'll be very happy because that's what we are called to do. Actually,
even better.
Okay, all right. So finally, what word of encouragement do you have to people out there in terms of giving? Because you've been inspired by your story, and it's not an easy thing to give. You understand? It's not an easy thing to give. I like what you said, to say you use your influence and you use who you are to give to the community. Usually the society believes that you need to have a lot of money, not until you become a Bill Gates, then that's when you start giving. So I think what really is your word to people out there? What really is your word to people out there when it comes to giving?
So when it comes to giving, one thing I would first of all want people to understand is that when you go through certain things in life, I'm saying that because of where I'm coming from. The best way to understand a problem is to experience it. So even as I talk, I'm talking to people that have experienced things like I've experienced before I talk about the people from a different world who haven't experienced certain hardships. So to those who have experienced hardships, you have a choice. Because when you have a difficult background, and having all these challenges, there are two things that comes out of it. It's either you become so stingy so that you protect what you have, because you're scared of going back there, or you can decide to give because you know that you have to struggle together with people that do not have. So I would encourage people to always decide to struggle with people. It's very important. In this world, there's something very funny about us people. No matter how bad or good you are, one day you die. And that really keeps on, reminding me of what I'm supposed to do every day, so that I've now changed and no longer live for tomorrow, I live for today in terms of what I need to do for people.
Great.
Because if I come to you in need today and I say I'll help you tomorrow, man, what if I'm not there tomorrow? So people should learn to share what they have. Yeah, honestly speaking, nobody knows. You know, I'm here right now talking to you. Other people were alive in the morning and they're okay, they're not sick, but they are no more. So if they didn't do certain things, so it's about just understanding and deciding to say, you know what, I might not be there tomorrow. What name am I leaving? What am I going to do for people? Because this is what God wants.
Yeah.
You know, He wants us to give something. He wants us to do something for other people as well. And the only time you have to do something for other people is now. And giving to people does not mean you give them money. Sometimes it could be just even a word of encouragement. Sometimes it could be your energy. There are sometimes when I've gone to in compounds to make sure that I dig soccer ways for elderly people, so that maybe if there is water in their places, water is where to go. So it's not about money. People should just accept that we live in a world where there are poor people and rich people. So if you happen to have something, share with those who do not have. Sometimes people think these people do not have, they are lazy or they are useless or they no. There was a time that I liked myself. Not because I was useless. By the way, I was a graduate, but I didn't have. You get. So there are people there that just want someone to jumpstart them, to give them a push to start doing something. Look at me now. So many people are depending on me because someone somewhere saw me and helped me. You get the point. So helping one person, you never know what will come out of those people. They might be the people to change the world. So people should decide to help each other, especially those in need. They should be helped. And also talking of people that already have things who are doing well, like they do not have, you know, they haven't gone through certain hardships. It's not that they start learning how people live. They should start learning and understanding how poor people live, so that they can have space, you know, to help them. Let them understand their needs and start helping them, because all these things that we have, one day, man, vanity. You see this, where we are seated, these things, we'll leave them one day.
All right, okay, great. I think people you've heard, you don't need to be a billionaire for you to give out. We all have got a responsibility. Not until we begin to help each other, not until we begin to have a heart for each other, then we can create a better society. So we can learn that from Mr. Remmy with the works that he's been doing. Imagine if all of us would hold our hands together. You just help somebody, your neighbor, and you'd have a heart like that of Mr. Remmy. I believe this world will be a better place. So, sir, you are a youth, and you know, as youths, you know, it's very encouraging, because especially youths, they feel first of all, you know, you need to get a job, a balance, and whatever. You can't do it. Probably you have to become a minister or a president for you to start giving. But it's an inspiration that you're still young and you're doing that. So, what are your final words to your people, to your fans, and to everyone out there?
Speaking of being a youth, it's interesting. You know, life is not different. A youth is not different from those elderly people. We have the same heart. Yeah. So there's no best time to do something. Yes, as young people want to be established, but it's about a decision. There are youths who are not established who are drinking.
Yeah.
There are people who are not established who are doing all sorts of things and they are spending money. So it's just a matter of changing your mind and decide to use money for a certain cause.
Yes.
Because look at me. I don't know, but this is what I'll tell you about giving. If you give genuinely, you will receive.
Okay. Yeah.
There are so many times that I've given things to people and I've received things, many things in return, worth more than what I give. You get? If you look at me, you find that most of the things that I have are also given by people. You get? So if you understand giving and you do it wholeheartedly, you're going to get returns that will surprise you. Not even a job will give you what you get. There are so many young people that started working before me. I said I'm a teacher. Yes, there are people that are working right now as teachers that do not have what I have. You understand?
Yeah.
But because God has opened more doors for me, could be because of what I do to people. So people should start having interest in giving.
Okay.
When you give to the poor, you are giving to God. That's number one thing. And God never fails. If you're a believer, you agree with me that God never fails. He'll give you in return. When you give, it's like you are lending him something. You know? You definitely pay back.
Okay.
In abundance.
In abundance.
The things that you're going to have will surprise people.
Okay.
Because those things I'm telling you, they're not like they're things that I've seen happening to other people. Those things are things that have been happening to me. Because even the name that I have, why would I be known in the first place? I'm not that rich person. That's number one thing. Secondly, to be known to a point where people have known me. Maybe you should be maybe in the music industry, a comedian, you understand?
Yes.
When it comes to humanitarian, there are so many people doing humanitarian activities on social media. There are people that are donating lots of things. But the question is, why are these people not as famous as Remmy?
Yeah.
So it's about the relationship you have with your God and understanding of everything. Because me, I believe even the name that I have, it's God that made it possible. Because he knew I needed a name to give since I didn't have money.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Those who have money do not have a name. You understand? Are you getting the
I'm getting it.
So,
I'm getting it. Yeah.
Try it. I would advise people to try giving and see what will happen.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Those are the final words from Mr. Remmy. At the end of the day, I think the most important note that we've taken from this place today is let us learn to give. And giving is a good thing. When you give, it will be given back to you. It doesn't matter where you're from, whether you don't have money, you still have got the potential to give. It all starts with your heart. So I think we all need to give, and I'm looking forward even for PP Media Impact to go out for an outreach just to give. Yeah, so we are also inspired. Yeah, so we'll call you one day and tell you, actually, you inspired us that day. So we've gone out for an outreach.
Do a documentary.
Okay, great. Otherwise, thank you so much for coming through. Otherwise, everyone keep on watching the Impact Show. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. This is the Voice of Change. Thank you.
And thank you so much for watching. Guys, support this media team. You know, information is very important. And that's what you're providing. So PP Media Impact, I would encourage people that they support you. But you should also remember to support the community by doing what you're doing. And of course, you are already. So it's about now people to make sure that they also share this. They share about your company so that people get to know about you. The more people you know, the more influential you become. Of course, that's going to build a strong team.
Okay. Now, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for coming. Otherwise, Mr. Remmy,
We'll see you next time.
Okay, see you.